What up, people, and welcome to another episode of Social Moments. If you've been new here, click on the like, click on the subscription, click on the bell, and click on all. So, Ghana's self-aggrandizing social commentator in the name of Bongo Ideas, yes, Bongo, has taken it too far this time, and everybody is on his neck. I'm sure by now everybody has heard about the Davido and Chioma and their son issue. Ifeanyi, a little boy, beautiful boy, who has allegedly passed away after he drowned in a swimming pool when Davido and Chioma went to an event and left him with his caretakers. And if you haven't heard of it, well, you've heard of it now. Now, of course, it's social media, right? People get their opinions. Everybody go express themselves on how they feel about the issue. Surprise, surprise, Bongo Idea decided to chime in, and to everybody's shock, he went on the negative tangent as usual. In one said tweet that really pissed people off was one that he said, Davido has always been careless and carefree. Blame him for the sudden death of his son. He doubles down. He could have taken precaution by being a proactive father who supervises his son's swimming lessons, thus preventing any misfortune drowning from happening. As if to say it was a swimming lesson that brought about the drowning. And he does, in fact, supervises his child's swimming lessons. He swims with him, actually. So this guy, as usual, he is coming out of a place of ignorance. He's coming out of a place of ignorance. What happened was they were not around. They went to an event, left him with caretakers, like I said. They might have lost track of him. And said, their kid is dead. So it's not like he was there and he was being careless and it happened. These same caretakers, they probably left him with them, time with that number before this happened. I mean, he's a celebrity. They go out all the time. They leave their kid with caretakers. So this ain't the first time they are doing it. These are people they trust and they left the kid with them. And again, he does supervises his own child swimming lesson. He swims with him. He teaches him how to swim. Of course, he doesn't stop there. When people started firing him, when it started backfiring, he continued. In advanced countries like the US, Davido and Chioma, parents of Ifeanyi, will be investigated for the death of their son and probably sued for negligence if found culpable. Put emotions aside, this is legal issues. Y'all don't read. Yeah, his ignorance doesn't end there. He went on to insult people who were trying to correct him. Yeah, there are far worse tweets than this way he made, insulting people who are coming at him, calling people emotional, whatnot and whatnot. The funny thing is that this same United States he wants to compare them with and everything, they have one of the biggest babysitting cultures in the world. Parents go out all the time and they leave their kids with babysitters, whom mostly are teenagers. These babysitters that America way he won't compare with, no. Most parents go out all the time and leave their kids with babysitters, who most of the time are teenagers. And like I said, these are people, employees they clearly trust. So something obviously went wrong. And this ain't the first time they are going out. If be celebrity, you travel all the time. They can't have the kid with them all the time. They leave them with caretakers all the time. Some misfortune happened. No, but this guy, as usual, found it as an avenue to, to cash in. Or betray and we are about between one is bet advertisement underneath it, and people who go engage it, he go earn a small coins. That's what he does. He doesn't give a fuck about who is grieving and putting in and adding insult to injury. He don't give a fuck. Of course, some people came at him, like I said, and I'm gonna read some of it out. Someone said, you once said you want to win deals like Riga of Niger. This is not how ruthless he criticizes, oh. He criticized constructively and with sense. If not, he wouldn't have been winning the ambassadorial deals. In fact, this fool was all over Twitter talking about how Ghanaians don't value him, and if he was in Nigeria, he go bag ambassadorial deals like Daniel Rega. Well, guess what Daniel Rega tweeted in this sad moment of Davido and Chioma allegedly losing their child? Look at how Daniel Rega tweeted, as compared to the foolish person who want to be like him. Look at what he tweeted. Davido and Chioma losing their son is saddening. Nothing hurts more than losing a loved one unexpectedly. My deepest condolences to the grieving family, wishing them nothing but divine peace and comfort during this sorrowful time. May they take strength from those that need them. Rest in peace. Beautiful. And nobody talks more than Daniel Rega on the Twitter timeline. every matter, especially when it concerns celebrities, you will go and you go find Daniel Riga underneath it with some criticism of one kind or the other. But even Daniel Riga, which this wannabe want to be like in this Ghana, this guy want to be like so much that he will rubbish everybody to try to be like. Even he is circumspect with his criticism. He knows how to read the room. No, sir, Asimi Abe, this be serious matter. This is somebody grieving. They just lost their child. I shouldn't add to the injury by insulting them. No, not your man. He will come tweet all of this nonsense. But like I said, this is like his modus operandi. His is to thrive off people suffering. Anything. Bibi won at the end of white, no be as a white one. Unkwamba the culture say pink. That is his way. So I can't really say that I was surprised because I've seen his nonsense one too many times. I've seen it one too many times, and people keep enabling him. For supporting, oh Jimmy is supporting, oh Jimmy is supporting, Sana, oh he that's a star, his brand, he's good, you know, Sana, oh Jimmy, and oh Jimmy. So again, I wasn't really surprised because this is what he do, but I also saw Nanaba in the trends, and people are blaming her for Bongo ideas, and that part it shocked me. It shocked me because we were all here. This guy blatantly disrespect Nanaba. What's her name? Bridget O2, Sawa, every person on Twitter, he they insult. And he was shameless enough to go onto their show, their TV show, finding the next star, TV star or something. He went there. He shamelessly went on their show after insulting them on Twitter, probably thinking that they weren't going to find out, but they found out and they put him in his place. And this unapologetic idiot had no like shame and defended himself, saying he said Twitter is not a real place. Some of the tweets read from Kobe Founder says Bongo wouldn't have been Bongo if Nanaba and her cohorts hadn't given him the exposure. I blame them for this behavior. I remember when people judged Nanaba and co for what they did to Bongo. Now it's on you, from Miss Charity. No one knew Bongo existed before that Nanaba interview. Take me back to that time at B_Sandra. Take me back there too, Sandra. Take me back. Wickman says Nanaba no do that stupid thing like all this thing no go happen. What stupid thing? Holding a show and somebody who insulted her was shameless enough to come and audition and she putting him in his place. It all started when Bulare decided to invite him back after Nanaba chewed him up. It emboldened him. I blame Bula. Says it's T. Dang says I blame Nanaba for giving Bongo Ideas a platform. Kwesi says, I still blame Nanaba Namo and her friends for spotlighting this foolish boy. Literally nobody gave a flying fuck about him till that video they made of him and later went ahead to make an ambassador against bullying. So Nanaba and the girls and the ladies on that platform, on that show, put him in his place. And y'all came online, lambasted them, called them out for so-called bullying him when they were only standing up for themselves. You people blame them for bullying him. Turn this guy into a saint overnight. Some sort of martyr. Where you people encourage into doing this nonsense. You people supported and pushed this unapologetic fool. Monamo champion made him what he is now. Every now and then, before this matter come way, all of a sudden everybody want to distance themselves from him. Before that, every nonsense way he dealt with, you people they support him. You encourage his silliness, his nonsense. These ladies only stood up for themselves, and you people turn him into a victim overnight. And now you, the same people, want to turn around and blame the very people who wanted to put a stop to his nonsense, even before he became this big. Yeah, sure, what they did by blasting him on that TV gave him more popularity. It did. But if y'all didn't decide to come online and decided to support his nonsense and turn against Nanaba and Sawami and Bridget O2 and make them seem like they did something wrong, defending themselves and Mupipia acquire overnight to continue doing his foolish things, all of these things wouldn't exist in the first place. So you want somebody to blame yourself. Blame all of yourself for egging him on and making him feel like he's doing something worth doing. Because there's some way you people they push him now, he's speaking the hard truth and it be branding and because there's some son more people and to Jimmy na more Jimmy and more supporting no cause with Jimmy and he go to continue tweeting that nonsense. say social media or Twitter isn't a real place. He should continue. He go fuck around and find out one day, just like how he did with Nanaba, except in their case, what they did was what? They only came back at him and disgraced him on their show. That was all. He should continue fucking around. One day he go find out that Twitter is very raw, that words have consequences. And I saw him doing some space the way I go on top. I thought it was captioned what? Explaining the Davido tweet or something. And I thought that, I was gonna hear some nyanse explanation. I went there. I mean, I barely lasted a minute there, but it was enough for me to get out of there, because all I heard was basically him bragging about his followership and the numbers he have. And some people have hundreds of thousands of followers, and when they tweet, they only get 20 likes and all of that. No remorse whatsoever, no self-awareness. Need the clout. Jimmy, and I must move people and two crown or cause Jimmy. So yeah, that is what we have today. So continue supporting stupidity, continue making mediocreness seem like something extravagant. Monkoso, if here we go there na so social media isn't a real place. So social media, I want our better. Okay, can't quite assembly we are not secretary. Secretary and what that's social media now. You won't come out in the real life. One day, that's what I had to say. If you have something to say, you can leave it in the comments. If you want to subscribe, you can go ahead, leave a like too. Catch you later.